So I had decided I wanted to study abroad last spring and began looking at programs where I could do computer science for my major, but also continue developing my Russian skills. And one of the first programs that came up was the Bard Abroad program. And I clicked on the main page and saw the pictures of like past students with horses and on various excursions, and I thought that looked pretty cool. And so that was how I chose it.
I was here last summer through the Russian intensive summer program, and I really enjoyed my time in Bishkek, and when I found out that there's an opportunity to do a semester abroad, I knew I wanted to do it.
The thing that I would say most about this program is it really gives you a chance to interact with local students, both Kyrgyz and from the wider Central Asia region. And it's very much you're in classes with the students, you're sort of contributing as they are, and it's very sort of interactive, and it's not like you're sort of separated from the rest of the university like you are on some other programs I know of. So it's very sort of engaged, very interactive, and also you get to sort of meet a lot of different people you wouldn't do otherwise.
It has opportunities to take Russian language and normal academic classes, which was nice because I was able to work towards my main major while also taking Russian classes.
Probably staying in a yurt while it was snowing was really cool. It was very cold and Songpool. I did that with my sister, and it was very, very memorable.
Yeah, so my Russian language skills improved quite decently. My understanding was really the part of my Russian language skills that improved.
So I feel like I got the most improvement in speaking. I'm able to sort of speak fairly confidently, but also like our teacher Olga really emphasizes sort of grammar and sort of making sure that you sort of like perfect every level before you move on to the next, which is really good because it means that you're not sort of like having to go back all the time and sort of review things. You're very sort of able to progress sort of naturally step by step.
I think I got a lot better at my comprehension, just hearing so many different people speak. I got a lot better at understanding Russian.
Yes, I was. I had never really heard of or looked at Bishkek, Kyrgyzstan before I got here, and so I didn't have a lot of expectations. But everything has been amazing. I've really enjoyed it. I'm really sad to be leaving in a couple weeks. The people have been so friendly and welcoming, and the mountains are gorgeous. Like everywhere I go, like I'll be on the bus and I'll look out the window, and in the background there are the mountains, and it's my favorite part of the morning commute, which is frankly quite a long commute, but it's worth it. So I've loved the program, and I'm really happy I got to be a part of it.
I would say the program fairly met all of my expectations. Ideally, I would have wanted to do an internship, but I think that's my own fault for not voicing that as much as I could. I feel like if I had fought for that, I would have gotten that, but I am surprised actually by the sheer academic support that I received. I had 3 tutors that I could always go to, and anywhere between 3 to 4 hours of just Russian language support.
I think about the program, I really like living in a city. So I'm from a very small town, so I like living in a big city with good transportation and a lot of things to do. So I like that.
I think it was definitely an important part of it, especially the host family thing was really important, getting to see how people live their everyday lives, which is what was so appealing to me about study abroad, I guess, in the first place, is that, when you travel somewhere, you stay in a hotel and you do the tourist stuff and you don't really see what people's lives look like, the same way that you do when you have breakfast and dinner with them every day. So that was really great. And just being able to I don't know, live in a new place.
I think that's really important, and I mean the program's designed in a way that if you just want to sort of hang out with sort of like Americans or international students, you can do, but also if you want to sort of meet as many local people and Russian speakers and Kyrgyz and people from Central Asia you can do as well. So I've definitely tried to do the second one, and I think that sort of like made the experience here.
I think it's been positive. I've really enjoyed at different times we got like more out into the country, like outside of the city, like seeing some smaller villages and stuff like that. I really enjoyed.
We had the opportunity as American college students to travel to Naren. Well, a bunch of us went to different cities around Kyrgyzstan to talk about our American universities and to meet university students from around Kyrgyzstan. So I got to go to Naren, which is a city in eastern Kyrgyzstan, which was really cool. And it was just a great opportunity to kind of get out of Bishkek and see another part of the country. Naren also is like really well known as kind of a cultural center of Kyrgyzstan because it's 99% ethnic Kyrgyz. So that was great, and I got to hear a lot of Kyrgyz and all of that. Other than that, I think participating in family things with my host family was great, and like they had some ceremonies and like some life cycle events while I was here, so that was great to get to participate in.
So it greatly did help with my kind of personal growth and towards figuring out what I want to do in the future. I mean, I really came here because I also didn't know what I was going to do in the future, whereas now I have a general sense of the path that I want to go through.
I would absolutely recommend this program. I think it's a really great mix, especially if you're interested in Russian, but maybe you have other courses that you study, or you're not a Russian major, or even if you are a Russian major. I think it's a really great way to be able to study in a Russian environment and study Russian, but also study other programs and other subjects. And then the school is very nice, frankly. The city is beautiful and feels very accessible and open. And I've had a few times during the program where I've had to go to the hospital or to the police, and the program coordinators have always helped me out with that. Everything was okay. But I feel a lot of trust that if ever something went wrong or I needed someone, the program supporters are there for me. So I think it's a great program overall, and I really recommend it for anyone.
I do really recommend Bishkek as a place to study. I think it's a great place to study Russian and to also pick up on some Kyrgyz, which has been awesome. And I think that this program has a good is a really good way to do that, a good way to be here. And it's just a great opportunity to live somewhere that otherwise I might never have lived. So yeah.